Hello guys and welcome back to AlexElliottGolf and the Canny Diaries. It's Monday and we're currently driving to Scotland now. We have 171 miles to go, so probably about 3 hours left in the car journey, but we've stopped off at services and I think we've got a pretty good choice of stuff. That's literally why. Very good. My favourite and my favourite, and well, put it this way, I don't think they'll last much longer than this car journey. Finally here. Six hours later, finally arrived in Aviemore. Beautiful little spot. Well, it's raining at the moment, but Tom assures me it's actually nice when the weather's good anyway. Just trying to find the house. About 8:30 now. Guys, so it's 8:30 on Monday evening. We just arrived at the house now. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of food and get up pretty early and start our practice round tomorrow. Beautiful place, 18th green, the range, and the first tee. Par 4, 363 yards. Really nice little hole to start. What a beautiful place this is. Absolutely love it already, and the retro bag is out. So basically the reason for the retro bag is Tom had left his actual tour bag down south in Worcester, so the only bag in his dad's garage was his first original tour bag, so we thought we'd bring that out. I think it'd be pretty cool. I think it's a great addition to the team. First hole, slightly over that rise, bumpers on the left, and late into this area here. Leave us a short iron to the green. We'll look at the par 3 fourth. Absolutely stunning hole, playing 203 yards today. Little look around the green, flag back right, back left. Team was currently in the bunker. And that's a view back to the tee. Par 5 green. So guys, as you've seen already, this week's course up in Scotland is fantastic. So I've not already said we're in Aviemore, so we're just southeast of Inverness, and this is probably one of my most favourite courses of the week. It's the first time I've actually seen it and been up here with Tom, but if you compare this to like your traditional modern course with thick rough and not very nice visually, this is completely the opposite. Old-fashioned heathland. One of my favourite weeks. I mean, the rough looks quite thick, but it's quite wispy, and you will find your golf ball in it, so it's not too penal if you're going to go in it. So we played 18 holes today. Didn't hit it quite as good as we wanted. Now that happens in golf. I mean, you can't expect to go out there every single week, flush it, and be extremely happy with how you're hitting it. So we spent a little bit more time than we usually would in the range. We spent about 2 hours in the range, so we worked through every single golf club in the bag, trying to find a feeling. Trying to find a reliable feeling we can take onto the golf course on Thursday. I mean, well, it's Tuesday evening now. We've got one more day of practice tomorrow. So again, tomorrow I'm going to go and walk a few holes, as I always do on a Wednesday, like you all know. We're going to do some chipping, putting, and definitely do some more on the range. Some weeks we feel like we need to do a little bit more on the range, just to make sure we've got that reliable feeling going to Thursday. Now we just got our tea time. We're off Thursday afternoon and Friday morning. Hopefully we dodge the showers here in Scotland. I've just finished a good little gym session. Me, Tom, and his manager, Jack, we went into the gym, did a little bit of core work, bit of stability, a little bit of glute work, just to keep us ticking over, and we'll do a little bit tomorrow and a little bit on Thursday as well. You've got to stay ticking over. You've got to keep yourself fit, strong and flexible in order to make sure you're going to move fast and reliable on the golf course. So a lot of people see a lot of Rory and everybody lifting loads of weights, and now I like that. I think the modern golfer has to be fit, has to be strong, has to be flexible. And today, golfers are athletes, and definitely we're taking that approach, keeping it very professional and making sure we keep on top of our gym work like you've seen every single week on the Caddy Diaries. So I'm just walking back from the gym now. I mean, our house is literally like a 10-minute walk from the gym, and we're actually staying on the golf course, which is absolutely perfect. So Thursday morning before our tea time, I'm gonna have a little run out, quick walk around the golf course. Now, I know I mentioned a little bit of the golf course before, and you've seen it in the vlog just before. Really nice heathlandy. The greens aren't very quick, and I don't think they will get them very quick here, because if it gets windy for one, the ball won't be able to stay on the greens, and two, it's very British. Don't think they can get the greens much quicker than they are, but they're extremely pure. So looking forward to seeing that putter rolling this week. Hopefully we can drop some bombs. That's our house there, and the golf course is literally that big white building there. Now there's a little par 3 course that I probably will try and sneak out on. Down there. No? Can we just say, oh dear. Am I raking 7-iron? Tom Muddy over there somewhere.
Big over here. There we are.
Little 3-iron.
Too far right.
Too far right, if anything. How good is it? 3-iron plug lie. Come on, give it a go.
Okay.
Nice pace.
Good shot.
Great little few holes out here this evening. Definitely will be using this every single night. I will be. Have to try and get the whole house out. A par 3 course.
Good one.
How far do you reckon it is?
170 or something. Oh no, maybe not that.
Maybe not that far. Try and cut it up there. Oh. Managed a stiff one in there, pin eye. Timo's over there somewhere. 3-iron chip and run. So just to show you how close we are to the golf course. Clubhouse, Players Lounge 10, first tee. So good evening guys, it's 10:30. I'm just about to go to bed. As you can see, my room's actually in basically the living area, which is perfect. I've got the kitchen, a little balcony, and a TV, so I'm very happy with my room this week. So as you saw, we had a few holes on that par 3 course. Well, par 3 course, some of the holes were a lot longer than just kind of like average par 3, some of them like 280, 290, so we didn't take many clubs, so we didn't really have much of a chance to reach them all. But great fun for me actually to get out and hit a few shots. Weekend I'm caddying, and especially a place up here in Aviemore. Absolutely stunning, the scenery around here. So I'm just about to go to bed. Tomorrow morning, not going to get up too early, head into the course probably about 9 o'clock, have a good breakfast, and then do our usual on the range, chip in, put in, just go and walk a few holes. Good night. Good evening guys. Wednesday evening, it's 8 o'clock, so I just thought I'd come for a little run and just have a final prep on the golf course. As you know, we're staying like 2 minutes in the golf course, so I thought I'd run down here, walk a few holes and show you. So I'm just currently on the first. It's 363 yard par 4. I know you saw it earlier in the vlog, but I thought I'd show you a bit of a better look down this hole. So the view from the tee, 2 bunks on the left, trees on the right. Now you can carry these trees on the right and leave yourself a little chip towards the green. However, there's a little bit of risk involved. There's rough down the right as well, you'll see in a minute. So the play is for us to play into that little spot near the bunkers, take the bunkers out of play, take the trees out of play, and leave ourselves a little wedge to the green. So just approaching the spot to where me and Tom are going to play to. Now, this play may change over the days, but firstly, tomorrow on our first round, we're going to definitely play into the spot, like I said a minute ago. Taking these bunks on the left out of play, taking these trees on the right out of play. This will leave us pretty flat, maybe slightly uphill second shot, but it's only a relatively short shot. Now this hole is a great example of risk and reward. First hole here, you can definitely get it short of the green for a little chip, or you can play into a little pocket and short the bunkers where I'm just walking now. That leaves you a little wedge towards the green, maybe 9-iron max depending on the wind. Now this green, all the flags are very, very accessible, so you can get close to the flag if you're far away. So for me, too much risk, rough on the left, rough on the right, let's play short of those bunkers. Now you can use that at home. If there's certain areas where you think, is that risk involved? Now, I talked about this in previous vlogs. I'd say if you can't take that shot 8 times out of 10, I wouldn't play it unless the circumstances dictate you should. Maybe match play, maybe you need to make a birdie to win. Circumstances change, and then that's when your plays change. But stick to a game plan and make sure you try and execute it. Just approaching the green, bunker right again. And there's a little bunker hidden on the back left as well. Really nice little first hole opener. So this is the spot where you could get it to, bouncing down off the hill behind me. But generally we're going to play back and play to our spot. Really nice green, a few little run-offs left, run-off on the back, and tight flags on the right. Definitely one you can have a very good birdie chance on. So the second hole I thought I'd show you guys this week is the 18th. Now it's again a relatively short par 4, probably driver wedge. The weather conditions tomorrow are going to be very wet, so the course at the moment is very, very firm. So it's definitely going to change the way it plays over the next few days. But tomorrow, 18th, is par 4, 418 yards to the middle of the green. It's currently, at the moment, tonight, is playing downwind, so get driver 58 probably for us at this present time, but it's definitely going to play a little bit longer if the wind turns and it gets a little bit wet. So the line off the first tee, you see these outbound posts, 1 and 2, just over here, slight dogleg left. These bunkers aren't really in play. We're going to try and play straight over the outbound post to leave us a mid wedge to the green. It's that late here, we've got the greenkeepers preparing for tomorrow. Now I think you'll agree everyone, this course is spectacular and one of my favourites out here on the Challenge Tour. I love this wispy grass, I love the feeling, I love the scenery more than anything. But definitely I like how the course plays. At the moment, like I said, it's feeling firm, but it's probably going to soften with the wet rain we're going to get tomorrow. We're off in the afternoon when the weather's, I think, potentially going to be at its worst. So by the time you're watching this, we'll probably be soaking wet on the golf course. Possibly some delays too. So guys, just approaching that corner. This is the out of bounds post I said we're going to try and play over. And this is what it leaves you. So you can see how much of a dogleg this really is. There's loads of room left and there's loads of room on the right. This rough on the right, just left of the bunkers, is not as thick as it looks. So our fairway's kind of moving a little bit further right than we would probably intend to if that rough was thicker. Definitely use that as a bit of a bailout. I think you'll agree. Scenery is spectacular. Course is looking spectacular too. Just approaching roughly the spots where we're going to drive it. Now, like I said, that fairway is going to probably be from this dark line to the right. We're going to use that as our fairway and not really bother if we go on that right rough, because it's not very penal, and definitely use that as our bailout. It's only a relatively short hole, so we're probably going to have a wedge or flick onto the green at very most, depending on obviously where the wind is and how soft it gets. But it's definitely a hole we've got a great chance of making birdie on, and definitely try and play as best we can, because I think this one will play slightly under its par of 4 this week. Just approaching the green, you've got a bunker left and bunker right. A relatively flat green, like most of the greens here this week, because they can't get too undulated, they can't get too quick, because if it blows, the ball will start moving, but the surfaces are absolutely pure. So this is roughly the spot. Now if you look back from the tee, there's where we're coming over, and this is roughly where we're going to try and land it in order to leave us a wedge to the green. prepping still for tomorrow. Course is looking spectacular. Look at the green, greenkeeper's dog, and a leaderboard on the left. So guys, about to carry on my run. Thank you very much for watching this week's edition of the Caddy Diaries here in Scotland. You know what to do. Give us a thumbs up and definitely subscribe to Alex Elliott Golf. See you soon.